Let's begin this bulletin with our top story, the Israel elections. In a surprise twist to the political deadlock in Israel, it is sitting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu who is projected to emerge as the winner in Israel's hat-trick of elections. But exit polls indicate that he could still end up struggling to overhaul the majority mark. On your screens right now are the exit poll numbers. The far-right bloc led by Netanyahu's Likud party is expected to win around 59 seats, which is 2 less than the majority mark. The opposing bloc led by the Blue and White Alliance is projected to win 54 seats. And just like last time, Avigdor Lieberman and his Yisrael Beitenu have emerged as the possible kingmaker with 7 seats. There were major celebrations at the Likud party headquarters as Benjamin Netanyahu arrived. The Prime Minister thanked the voters for giving him what he called was a huge victory for Israel. Netanyahu vowed to form a strong national government after speaking to all the right-wing parties in Israel and promised to come good on his campaign promises, which include the annexation of the West Bank and the revival of the economy.
אבל הניצחון הזה, הפעם, הוא אפילו מתוק לא פחות אם לא יותר, ניצחון גדול עוד יותר. כי זהו ניצחון כנגד כל הסיכויים. יריבינו אמרו, תם עידן נתניהו. אבל בכוחות משותפים הפכנו את הקערה על פיה, הפכנו את הלימון ללימונדה.
This could, however, be easier said than done. If these exit poll numbers hold, then Netanyahu is still 2 seats short. Avigdor Lieberman holds the key to forming a government, but he has ruled out joining Netanyahu's bloc, saying he will only support a unity government. While these numbers indicate a mandate inclined towards Netanyahu, it is by no means conclusive, and experts believe the political deadlock could very well continue. Over in the Blue and White headquarters, the scene was exactly the opposite. Speaking to his supporters, Benny Gantz said that he was disappointed by the exit polls and said that he hoped the actual results would be different. At the same time, he promised to continue his opposition to the Prime Minister.
אני מבין ושותף לתחושת האכזבה והכאב, כי זאת לא התוצאה שאולי היינו רוצים שתקרה, ואם אלה תהיינה התוצאות, זו גם לא התוצאה שתחזיר את מדינת ישראל לדרך המלך.
Close to 13% of the votes have been counted. The Likud party is firmly ahead with 30%, while the Blue and White is trailing with 24.5% of the votes. And now, for more insights, West Asia analyst Meir Javed Anfar is live with us from Tel Aviv. So tell us, Netanyahu seems to have claimed victory and in fact dubbed it a victory for Israel. So will he actually win, and what lies ahead for Israel as a country if he does come to power?
Good morning from a very surprised Israel. Nobody expected Prime Minister Netanyahu to win 37 seats. This is why he sees it as a big victory for his party and for himself. He managed to win this basically record number of seats, despite the fact that there are 3 indictments served against them. This is people were expecting that after the indictments, his support for Netanyahu is going to fall, but it actually has increased because he managed to carry out a very, very focused campaign against his rivals, and he managed to actually rally the support around him from other right-wing bloc, from other right-wing parties. So. For now, it seems that he's in the lead. We don't know if he's going to win. We'll find out by this evening, Israel time. But if he does win, if he does win in terms of being able to form a majority on his own, then it would mean basically Israel annexing parts of the West Bank at the very beginning.
Right. That brings me to my next question. He has made several promises in his campaign, especially the annexation of the West Bank and even reviving the economy, which is struggling. So will he and his party be able to deliver these?
Annexing the West Bank is going to be actually difficult because I think that would put him at odds with President Trump of the United States, and President Trump has been a tremendous ally for Prime Minister Netanyahu. So I don't think Netanyahu would be able to do that immediately, even though he has promised, his supporters promised that this should happen. It is going to be a challenge. In terms of the economy, we have to wait and see. He has to cut down on basically bureaucracy in Israel and to reform some of the laws. We have to wait and see. It is not clear at this point what exactly he will do. I think he's basically, if he wins, his main immediate focus is going to be Iranian presence in Syria. I think he's going to wait and see what President Trump says about annexation. He doesn't want to go against President Trump. Nobody wants to go against President Trump, especially when they're an ally.
All right, thank you for those insights. WION will, of course, bring you live updates as the final results on...